I screwed up. Such a beautiful sunset. Still, I can't make up my mind whether or not do I get to meet the man, Kevin Kelly. I just got a call from the Brain Bar organizers. Okay, actually I called them. But the update is that I have an interview slot with Kevin Kelly. I did my preparation. I was listening to his podcast with Tim Ferriss. I reread my memos from his book. Reread, of course, The 1,000 True Fans. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's a vlog. Hey, how you doing? Got my badge. And I got a free apple. Kevin is right there. So how do you like the vlog so far? And did you hear the last 5 seconds? No sound? Because I screwed up. I recorded the entire conversation with Kelly without any audio because I bought my new gear and I haven't switched the microphone on. Hard way to learn. But the funny thing is, if I did switch on the microphone, I would never go back and ask Kelly for like 5 minutes extra. And he said no. But I could take him out for dinner and we spent 2.5 hours together, which would have never happened if I turned on the audio. So, connecting the dots. I will sum up what Kelly said. I had to ask Kelly about the 1,000 True Fans, of course, and I found some similarities between going beyond your ego and connecting with that 1,000 True Fans. Actually, there is a simple 3-step process. 1. Figure out a way where you can try as many things as possible and you can try out what things you are the best at. Number 2, figure out the ones that you love to do and pay close attention to the parts of it that you are trying to avoid and the parts that are easy to do. Choose the ones where there is not much of a competition. There are no people doing that and they are not really good at it. If there were people doing it, why would you bother going against the competition? Also, if a lot of people think that it's a good idea, maybe you shouldn't do it at all. So there you go, the 3 steps, you have it, but remember, the third requires the longest time.
For me, there's actually a third important circle. And that's not just like things that I want to do. So that has to be a key thing that, you know, that I'm good at doing. That's the second thing. Because there's lots of things I would have fun doing, but I see I'm no good at. But so they have to be good. I'm good at. And then there's kind of like, maybe would be useful to other people. But this other circle that's become more important to me is, can anybody else do it?
So if you can say that you are really good at something, you would love doing that, and no one else wants to do that, and there's not much competition to it, most likely you found it. But there is a side note, especially for step 1, figuring out what you are good at. It's premature optimization, as Kevin puts it. Don't quit too soon. Many people tend to quit even before they could decide whether or not they are good or bad at some things. So don't settle too soon.
How do you find out what it is? It's going to take all your life to figure that out. That is, in fact, here's what it is. figuring out is what your life is about. What's my role in all this? Why am I here? What am I useful? What am I doing that nobody else can? It's a true dilemma. In fact, in the sense that there's no right answer. But the question is sort of, is it better to optimize your strengths or to invest into the unknown, into places where you're weak?
Once you have your idea, how do you get started? We dig deeper with Kevin, and we also found a 3 simple step process to get started.
Tell everybody what you're doing. Basically, you try to give these ideas away, and people are happy because they love great ideas. And hey, yeah, do it. It's a great idea. You should do it. And so I try to give everything away first, and then I try to kill everything. It's like, no, that's a bad idea. And then it's the ones that keep coming back that I can't kill and I can't give away that I think, maybe that's the one I'm supposed to do.
To me, it all comes down to the law of category. Click on it. Kevin haven't heard about the term, but he actually uses it. Actually, he has a whole concept around it, and he calls it creating your own slot.
We tend to have an image of success that's somewhat been skewed by our current media. It's like our sense of beauty, and it's sort of like, in terms of all possibilities, it's in a very small, narrow, defined. It's almost kind of ritualistic in a certain sense. Mm-hmm. And I think our idea of success is often, today, it means somebody who has a lot of money, or who has a lot of fame, or who has some of these other trappings which we assign, but I think can be successful by being true to and kind of being the most you that you could possibly be. And I think that's what I think of as the great temptation that people have, is they want to be someone else, which is basically they want to be in someone else's movie. They want to be the best rock star, and there's so many of those already that you can only wind up imitating somebody in that slot. And I think, to me, the success is like you make your own slot. You have a new slot that didn't exist before.
I recommended Kevin to write a follow-up article on the 1,000 True Fans. We know how to produce the content, but we don't know what's the magic formula of the distribution. So distribution is the key, and he gave the best answer. He doesn't know, because the formula hasn't been invented yet. And actually, for people like you and me, it's an advantage, because if there was a formula, big corporations, large corporations would already use it. This way, it is up to us to figure it out. Just think about the YouTube phenomenon. It's an open race. So there is no new secret sauce out there, but it's a good food for the soul that we live in a time where we can achieve greatness by creating our own slot. With that, I'm thankful for Kevin for the 2 or 3 hours that we could spend together and screwing up my microphone and audio recording. And thanks Tim Ferriss for the podcast, so I could borrow some thoughts of Kevin.
I've been doing this my whole life. I've been balling out my whole life, and I know it's time, 'cause I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. All of my friends have been telling me, bro, it's time that you blow. I know.